Welcome, everybody. I'm Scott Paton. This is the Books Cafe, sponsored by free-ebooks.net. And we talk about all things that have to do with books, being an author, putting on events. And of course, free-ebooks is our sponsor. And you can go here and you can download 5 free ebooks every month. We have our featured ebooks. As you can see, we have tens and tens of thousands of books. You can choose your category, find what you want. And if you're a little adventurous, we've got a list of our best books overall. And beside them, we've got like our International Day of Education, our Get Fit Reading, the best 20 books of 2020, and our honorable mentions. And if you like The Queen's Gambit, a recent hit on streaming TV, we've got a bunch of books that are similar to that for you. So head over to free-ebooks.net and enjoy reading. And today I'm very, very excited. We have a wonderful lady from Indonesia who's going to be joining us right now. Welcome to the show. Sonya, how are you doing?
Wow. Hello, Scott. Thank you. I'm doing great. A bit sleepy though because I slept only for 2 hours. So, but I'm very happy that I finally see you and meet you here. And thanks for having me on your show.
Well, I'm excited to have you too, Sonya. So, tell us a little bit about. Well, you're going to be doing a special event, and that's one of the reasons we wanted to have you on. So, tell everybody about it.
Oh yeah, this is my first international event, and it is a spectacular event because 100 experts are going to be on it to share their tricks, their tips, and experiences, knowledges in their expertise. And you can ask them whatever you want to. They are on your head. You can learn from them, and also you can get the tips from them. It will be 100 days, yes, straight 100 days started from the 10th of February next month. So it won't be long. You will meet them sooner than you thought.
That's exciting. So what made you decide to go live 100 days in a row? That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, actually, it is like my commitment to go live streaming, because there were so many challenges before because of the bandwidth and my schedule and everything. So I need to commit, right? After interviewing Joe Pardo, we talk about it. And okay, that I always have crazy ideas to do, crazy things to do, but I do it. I get what I want to, right? So I want to make it 100 days. And then if I do it alone, it will be boring, not only for myself, but maybe for also the viewers or the audiences, right? Then I asked people to join with me. And surprisingly, there were, how do you call it? Like the A-class speakers who joined, including you. That's why I'm very happy with it. And they support me a lot. It is very surprising for me, and it is a blessing for me. Even on the first time when I tell this idea to Ross Brand, you know him, the live streaming guru, and he said, okay, 1 day is great, 10 days is greater, 25 days is very, very great, but then 100 days, that is crazy, something like that. What if you get bored after 25 days? Yeah, I will get bored if the speakers are boring. So I told him I'm going to give them the most difficult question in the whole world so that they will give the long answer that I only need to listen, something like that. But it won't happen because I see you see the lineup. They are really, really great speakers, right? That's why. So
thank you. I'm honored to be
invited. It's going to be spectacular. Me too. I feel honored also that you will be on it,
Yeah, cool. It's really interesting, and I think you hit on a couple really important points. Authors, like this show is aimed at authors, so most of the time us authors feel we're alone. We're like we're in front of our computers typing away all by ourselves, and the truth of the matter is,
I understand that.
there's lots and lots of support. And when you reach out like you did, and a mutual friend of ours, Mark Mawini, introduced us, if I recall
Mm-hmm.
correctly, we're
Yes.
all, the people, like I remember when I was starting out and I didn't know what I was doing, and people reached down and they
Mm-hmm.
helped me up, and we just love to
Mm-hmm.
give back and train and teach and support people. So I was honored when you asked me, and it didn't really matter what, not that I want to have hundreds and hundreds of requests coming in when I say this, but when you asked and we chatted, I thought, well, I'd be delighted to support you in your project and help you, and I'm really looking forward to being on there. So what are some of the questions that you're going to be asking? Are you allowed to tell beforehand?
No, because
No,
I'm going to interrogate everyone. You
you're
see,
going to
the
put us all on the
universe meet
spot.
us, and then through the king of the jungle, Mark Malhine, right? Yeah, he's a great man. He supports me a lot also in this program. He gives all of his masterminds people, and of course, not everyone can make it also because there are some from Europe, and it might be harder for the speakers in Europe. That's
Mm,
why just like last night, I interviewed Johnny Cooper, the founder of Johnny Hates Marketing. He really hates marketing, I know. But he is a great mentor for the coaches and therapists. And I was very honored to have him in Live with Sonya. So it was like a teaser for the people to enjoy our live stream, and you see 100 experts. I didn't make the team for this event. I asked them to talk whatever they want to, what your expertise are. So yeah, because I want the speakers enjoy on their own topic,
right, right.
in their
Cool.
own field, something like that. And everyone, the entrepreneurs, the coaches, the therapists, or the businessmen also can pick the speakers they want to, their favorite also in this program.
Right. Cool. So, Sonia, tell us a little bit about your background. I know that you're on the island of Java in Indonesia, and I was
Mm-hmm,
there in 1979 for a week.
mm-hmm.
I was in Bali for a week before that, and I spent a
Yeah,
few
I
months.
told you that I was still a baby. And you already traveled the world. That's why you have a giant business today. Well, I've
so,
just started it.
so tell us a little bit about your background. What got you into this?
My background, for sure, I learned from the Hard Knocks University. In here, living in a developing country, we don't have all of the facilities like you have in the advanced country. So I am a dreamer. I always dream to have something, and I don't want to be on the same place all the time. So whatever I do is to reach the higher level of my stuff, to
Hmm.
experience different things. I started from being an entrepreneur. It's been a long time ago, and I always try everything. From having like the language teachers and I taught the expatriate, something like that, for Bahasa Indonesia. And I have some teachers who taught another language like Japanese, German, and I give them some work at the offices, or at the other
Wow.
business in here.
So, how many languages
I
do you speak?
only bahasa Indonesia and English. The others I learn, of course, but I don't speak it. So I
Mhm.
learn Japanese, I learn Korean, I learn Netherlands, but yeah, only a little bit. I forget them all.
Oh,
And yeah, even at that time, I became the translator also, and many things that I have done before, even as a interpreter also for the
oh, cool.
important meetings in here, for the international meetings. Yes.
Wonderful.
But
Wonderful.
you know me, I always want to stand out on my own feet because I'm a real entrepreneur. And
Yeah.
because I give consultation and I decided to be a coach
Yes, that
because
was
I
what I
want
was
to
going
be
to
a
ask
world
you
class
about.
speaker. Yes. Hmm.
So you're a high performance transformation coach. So tell us a little
Yes,
bit about that.
that's really true. I meet a lot of entrepreneurs who didn't get the best results in their business and their life because they are not the high performers, you know. So I have them to transform, to break their barriers, to be the best of themselves, to be high performers, to transform, to be high performers, of course. And with the results, they will gain much more better in their financial goal, or maybe they want to be happier in life. They want to have more time with the families and the loved ones, because the people want that, besides of any other business or any other career they have. That's the most important thing. And of course, they will gain whatever they want to, because finally they know their best potentials in their life.
Right. So can you tell us a little bit about the process you take people through?
I have a method called 3T mindset. So the total truth transformation about the mindset. The most important thing is to get clarity of their problems, the real
Mm,
problems, the roots of the problems, because this is what hold the people back from their goals, you know, without they realize. If they, maybe everyone has problems, they know their problems, but they don't know the roots of the problem. That's why
right.
the problems keep coming to them, so that they get more and more adversity. You know that the people who are in adversity usually stuck in their position, right? They cannot think of the big box or outside the box, right?
Right. Right.
So yeah, that's why the most important thing, they know what the real problem is or the root of the problem, then they need to solve that. And often I find out that this is not what they think of, you
Right.
know,
They
based
don't know what the
based
problem is
on,
really.
yeah, they know there are problems, but they don't know the root of the problem, so they only solve the surface of the problem. That's why it keeps making or creating the other problems, then they feel overwhelmed because of it, right?
Right.
So that is
You
what I do, to have clarity first, and then for the next step, of course, to know their goals, and after that, to find out what blocks them to reach their goals, and
you
they
reminded me of
can.
a problem that we have in Canada is dandelions. We'll have this lawn and then there'll be this dandelion with a yellow flower. And what a lot of
Yes,
people like to do is
dandelion,
they just like
beautiful.
to cut it off, right? And they don't do
Yeah,
anything
but it
about the
will
root.
grow again.
And it
Yeah,
grows
that's why.
fast, fast. Like the 2 days later, it's back
Yeah,
up, right? And if you don't get
yeah, it
down
is
and get
like a
the root,
grass. Yes.
you
Mm-hmm.
don't solve the problem. And I think emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically, we have the same thing where we have a problem, but
Mm-hmm.
we don't
I agree.
get to the meat of the
The,
nut of the problem,
yes,
and then it
that's
just
why.
keeps popping up again, again, and again.
Mm-hmm. That's why people do not realize, to be a high performer, sometimes they really need to transform themselves totally, you know.
Right,
And because of the old patterns doesn't work anymore, they will return to the old pattern if they don't solve the root of the problems. It
right.
can be fear, it can be limiting belief, anything, but that we can find out on the exploration session, right?
So, do you find, Sonia, that when you dig into what the issues are, that there's a
Hmm.
lot of surprise in your clients? Like they're like, "Well, I never thought it would that would be it."
Yeah, very much. When I coach a man, he was a very successful entrepreneur in, how do you call it, property, and he has a wife and she is a doctor who travel a lot abroad, But then he couldn't do anything after that, after losing his business, you know. You know,
Oh.
the real problem that I found out was because he wasn't, how do you call it? He wasn't thinking, or he had no thought that he is a man, you know. Actually, he is a great man, something like that. He didn't feel that he is a great man. That's why
Mm.
whatever he reads, at the end, it, how do you call it? It wasn't successful. Okay, he could reach the certain point, but after that he lost everything. He couldn't reach higher only because he didn't feel that he is great. So it is like the mindset block or mental block that he has also, right?
Yeah.
Because of it, he never thought about it. So yeah, he cried after the session after
Uh,
realizing, oh, I am a great man or something like that. So it's also about self value, right, that he has.
right. Yeah. Self value is so important. And to believe that you
Mhm.
deserve what it is that you're bringing into your life, that you're creating in your life. And if you, I often say that people's subconscious controls like 90, 95% of their behaviors. And we
Mhm.
think it's all our conscious behavior, right? So, uh,
That's true,
so
and it influences his what is his confidence also, right? He was a very successful businessman. He, after joining the great property, he made his own company, but it failed because only because he had no confidence, and because he felt that he wasn't good enough, he didn't deserve it, something
mm,
like that. And
right,
he lost his business only because that's, maybe people think it is very small, but after finding out on the exploration session and our session, yeah, this is the main point that he need to improve right away at that
right,
day, that he feels that he is, I am the man, I'm a great businessman, I know I can do this, that I know that I deserve this, something like that.
right, right. Cool. Well, let's get back a little bit to the 100 days live with you. You said it's going to start in
Mm.
February.
I am always happy to talk about it. Yes, it will be started on the 10th of February, and it will be opened by Rose Brand, the live streaming universe, from the live streaming universe.
Great, great. Can you share with us some of the other people that will be joining you over the 100 days?
Yeah, today I'm going to open the registration for it. You can get it for free as a viewer or as an audience, but I also, you can upgrade to the next one for before the event, before the 10th of February. It is only about $75, and you get the recordings and then 1 month VIP to our Coaching Universe Facebook group, and then also
Mm,
a certificate as a viewer. But then during the event, it will increase for $99, and then after the event, it will be $125. And of course, I open the sponsorship for everyone who would like to sponsor this great event, you know, and it
awesome.
will help you to brand yourself or your program or your programs or your products, of course. And yeah, we welcome you to sponsor this event. It will be great. I can guarantee that it will be great because God Paton is there.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you.
Thank
So
you.
so today, after the show, sometime after the show, the page will be up
Yeah.
on your website then.
Yeah, I will launch the registration page today, and I'm
Okay.
waiting for yeah,
So
for
it's at,
my associate to launch the website for this,
and that's
the
at
link to the website. Yes,
anitasonya.com. Great. So
on
go
anitasonya.com says our coaching universe.
our coaching universe. Okay.
Yeah, the
And
registration will be on the our coaching universe. Yes,
okay, and there'll be a link on the main
and it is
page.
for free. Yes,
Yeah.
there will be link for that.
Yeah.
And
And the price is right.
for the audience, they will get a lot of giveaways for from our speakers, including you. See, because I love gifts also, so
Awesome.
I feel that everyone would like to have some gifts also from their favorite speakers, right?
That's right. That's right. Awesome. Well, Sonya, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day, and I know that it's probably some terrible time in the middle of the night or the morning there. Uh,
Yeah, I slept at 1 and then I woke up a bit late. And I had a session with Jeff Crow, who will be our speaker also. He is the
good.
expert for the people to find their soulmates. You.
Ooh, all right.
Ooh, it's a bit deeper. So I would like to experience that first before interrogating him in our show on 100 Days Live with Sonya. That's why.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for
I thank you once more for having me on your program, on your show. And if there are questions from the audience, they are free to contact me and contact you.
that's right. And you can contact Sonya at anitasonya.com. And thanks for
Mm,
joining us, everybody. And we'll see you
thank you.
next time.
Have a great day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.